Hello, this is Meengineer100 here, and in this video we will be deciding on Loco of the Year 2017. I enjoyed seeing many Locos in 2017 and I found it very tough deciding on my top 5. The 5 I will be talking about in this video are Earl of Merioneth, the GWR Railmotor 93, the LMS Ivatt Class 4, the BR Class 37, and the BR Class 40. Locos such as the A4 Union of South Africa, the Class 68 and the Class 43 just missed out on Loco of the Year, and even the Class 47 put on a good show in 2017. The previous Loco of the Year in 2016 was the 141R steam locomotive. Earl of Merioneth, or Earl of Merioneth, is an 0440 tank double fairley and was built in 1979 at Boston Lodge on the Festiniog Railway as an oil burner. The Earl was converted to coal in 2006 and is nicknamed the Square. E of M made her first trip across the Cobb on the 12th of June 1979 and her inaugural passenger turn was on 19th of July. Earl of Merioneth was built with sloped tanks to improve visibility, especially when shunting, and unfortunately in 2017 E of M was withdrawn to make way for new double fairley James Spooner, which will use the bogies that E of M used in 2017. E of M will not be scrapped, however, and will be kept in storage on her old bogies. Earl of Merioneth is filled with character, and I think the work that the Earl's done for the railway is pretty impressive. The Earl could easily haul 12 carriages up the line from Porthmadog to Blaenau, and, like I saw last autumn, was able to take about 8 over to Caernarfon, no problem. GWR Railmotor 93. The GWR steam railmotors were designed by Churchward. The original GWR railmotors operated in England and Wales between 1903 and 1935. In 1908, production finished with 112 power units available for use. Many were later converted to auto coaches. 93 itself was built at Swindon in 1908 and withdrawn in 1934 as a steam railmotor. Like many others, 93 was then converted into an auto coach numbered 212 and was in service until 1956. 212 spent time static in Birmingham before being sold to the Great Western Society at Didcot. Work started in 1998 to rebuild 93 as a working steam rail motor. The work was completed at the Llangollen Railway in March 2011. Since then, I have been wanting to see her in steam, and I eventually did at Didcot in 2017. I was very pleased to ride on 93 along a short stretch of track at Didcot. The sound was absolutely brilliant and the interior of 93 and trailer 92 are superb. The LMS Ivatt Class 4. They were designed by Henry George Ivatt for the LMS. These moguls were made for medium freight working but were occasionally found on passenger workings and were classified as 4S by LMS and 4MT as BR. They were built between 1947 and 1952. 162 were built in total, but only 3 were built by the LMS before nationalisation in 1948. Many could be found in East Anglia working on the Midlands and Great Northern Joint Railway. They were tried on the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway, but weren't very successful on the many steep gradients which the line is well known for. Modifications were made to improve steaming, however, they never returned there. The Flying Pigs, as they are nicknamed, were withdrawn between 1963 and 1968. In 2017, I became aware of the class and was pleased to see 43106, the only survivor of the class, as the Llangollen Railway and later at the Severn Valley Railway, where 43106 is based. The design caught my eye with its American looks, and was glad to get haulage when 43106 stepped in on the last service train on the Severn Valley Railway with the Scania coach set. The BR Class 37. The English Electric Type 3 were built between 1960 and 1965 for BR at the Vulcan Foundry and Robert Stevenson and Hawthorns. They could be found often on intercity services in East Anglia and Scotland. The first Class 37s entered service on December 2nd, 1960, and can still be found on the main line today. Many rail enthusiasts like a bit of 37 thrash and are nicknamed tractors by many of them. However, I prefer the nickname growler, as I think calling them tractors isn't an insult. They are my favourite class of diesel by far, and I especially like the 37 Zeros with split headcoats in BR green or BR blue large logo. This year, the Class 37s got me even more excited, as they have come thrashing on the North Wales coast a few times. Fortunately, DRS has decided to take them off the flasks, and they are already missed. However, I am still waiting for haulage by one, and I'm waiting for a chance to see 37025 and 37057. Just listen to them. That Class 40 at the back ties us in nicely into our next loco, the BR Class 40. 200 Class 40s were built by English Electric between 1958 and 1962, numbered D200 to D399. Most were built at the Vulcan Foundry, Newton-le-Willows, but 20 were built at Robin Stevenson and Hawthorns in Darlington. The first few were trialled in the eastern region, but were released because they found that they were unsuitable to replace Pacific steam locomotives on the East Coast mainline. The English Electric Type 4s instead went to the West Coast mainline, where their fast acceleration came as an advantage. The first 125 Class 40s had disc headcoat markers. Later it was decided that they should display the 4-character headcode. Numbers D325 to 344 were built with split headcodes. D345 to D399 carried central headcode boxes after they decided to discontinue gangway doors. In 1973 they were renumbered. D201 to D399 were renumbered 40001 to 40199, and D200 was numbered 40122, which was vacant due to the scrapping of D322. D210 to D235 were all named after ships. However, D226, which was to carry the name Media, never did so. D306 or 40106 was named Atlantic Conveyor in preservation, and is the Class 40 which I got haulage from the East Lancs Railway in 2017. I enjoyed seeing D345 and 40106 in 2017, especially with all the thrash and tones, and I am looking forward to filming a Class 40 again. They really are beasts, and the three which are based on the East Lancs are in superb condition. This is why the Plus 40 is my Loco of the year 2017.